What up, folks? Now that's a good time to come on in. We don't have a loss for words around here. There's so much to talk about, I have to pull back on what I want to say. Oh man, shout out to the community of traders. That's who we are. That's what we represent. I don't know what they doing, being predatory or whatever it is that they doing. You don't get that here. All you get is productivity. It's Frankenstein. It's alive and kicking. It's not about how much we make. It's about doing it correctly. The bag will come. Look at the fear and greed. Are we in extreme greed? Nope. Are we in extreme fear? Nope. The VIX, it spiked. Now it's pulling back. There's nothing real crazy going on. It's volatile. What does volatile mean? It means it's going to spend time. What is it? Whatever you're looking at, whatever market you're looking at. It's going to spend time at the top. It's going to spend time at the bottom, but mostly it's going to be in the middle. Daring you to take a position of a buy or a sell and stretch you 50% to the upside and 50% to the downside and bring you right back to the middle. That's the definition of volatility. We're to expect that, right? When there's fear in the market, the metals, gold and silver, but mainly gold, is what's called the safe haven asset. It will spike. But once that fear is over, those commodities start to, the stock market, because there's an opposite effect. Gold will go up and the stock market will go down. Then the stock market will go up and then gold will go down. Neither are going to zero. Have to make this very clear. And that's what we do here. We make it very clear to the community of traders. You're a part of the community. You're either just being traded as a slave, or you figured out this master plan and you decided, hey, I might as well do some trading since I'm being traded for all these working years of my life. I'm being traded from company to company as a slave. Willingly, right? We think we're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. No, you're only making 60,000 because you only get 60% of the capital that you make. 40% goes to the government. And then with the holidays, you give that 60%. Whatever portion you give back, you're giving it back. I have to come in here and repeat this. I'm Mr. Repetition. I have to come and repeat these things. We need a way to make that 60% become 1,000% and allow the government to get their 40% of 1,000%, right? If you don't, you're willfully being a slave. So I'll get off the soapbox about that. We're going to talk about Davos. Trump is at Davos. They're talking about the new financial system, all that, right? That's what we've been talking about for the last 8 years. And now everything is coming to fruition. And we have the gauntlet. Again, we have our temperature checking tools. Nobody's going to lie to me about my money. They can lie to you if they want. And you can accept the lies if you want to. But not over here. But again, when it's volatile, okay, if it's volatile, then what does the volatility index say? Is it at 60? No, it's at 20. That's not bad. It's telling us that there's something going on, right? But it's not at 40, 50, 60. It's at 35, 25, 15. Down there at the bottom still, right? Once it starts elevating, then you'll start seeing the stock market leg down. What is the stock market? It's the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, the NASDAQ 100, and the US 30. Those are all departments of the stock market, but we use the S&P, the one that's right in the middle, right? S&P 500 companies. And then you can get a nice temperature check there and use the VIX along with it, along with the fear and greed index, and you'll get a good reading. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my God. Messed up my whole message. Trying to keep him away from these other dogs. But I guess I don't need to say too much after that. I'll come back in with another one. Hey. All right, let's keep it going. Nothing's going to be perfect in life. Even these messages. But as long as it's the truth, then I'm doing my job, right? No one can tell me otherwise. So if I can't do nothing in my life, I'll be able to grow capital for my family and break the financial generational curses, right? So, of course, like I said, we have so many things that we can talk about. I have to cut it down to 10 minutes. So before it slips my mind, I wanted to talk about GameStop and how the CEO bought 500 million. I don't know if it was 500 million or 500 million shares of his own stock. They have to report this. And I always talk about forward testing. They have to report when they buy that much. It doesn't necessarily have to be their own company. Whatever they buy in that caliber of purchase, it must be reported to the CFTC or whatever the regulator is. And it's a public record. So this CEO, because we got Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, when they buy hundreds of millions of shares, you want to see this report. I've never seen the report before. And you surround yourself with people who know, right? I don't want to listen to no clowns on social media. I want to listen to people who do the work, who do the footwork, just like I do the footwork. I can't do what they do, and they can't do what I do. But when you put it together, you develop a proper technique. So I feel like I have the master plan, the basic scale of 100. Anything with a price respects the scale. Now I know, okay, GameStop's been having all this problem of being suppressed. Okay, well, why did the CEO buy 500 million worth of shares? You don't just buy 500 million worth of shares. Because 2 years ago, they all sold at the same time. Now I'm looking for them to be buying their own companies, right? Why would you buy 500 million of somebody else's company? Somebody knows something. So now is Elon going to come in and buy 500 million of Tesla? Is Jeff Bezos going to come in and buy 500 million of Amazon? Mark Zuckerberg, 500 million worth of Meta? I don't know. All I got to do is keep my ears to the streets. And as I keep my ears to the streets, I give it to the people because it's for the people and not the profits. It's the consistency and persistency of doing the right things that's going to win in the market. You're in the market whether you want to agree or not. You're either a slave of the market or you're making the market work for you as a slave. To beat the market, you must become the market, and the market moves with integrity. We're developing integrity because if you're ignorant, you don't know. How can you have integrity? How can you have true integrity unless you have the truth? And there's always a price. And with that price, there's a premium, and there's a middle position, and there's a discount. You want to buy low at discount, sell high at premiums, and stay out the middle. Because if you don't have the integrity and you get wrecked. and you know where you're going. I'm not going to say it today, but you know where you go. Let's get it.